Hey everybody, I got a really cool story to tell you guys. Back in 1997, Porsche built the twin turbo 993S. Very rare car, 167 were built. I was lucky enough to be the sales manager at Brumos Porsche down in Jacksonville, Florida at the time. Because of who we were and all our racing heritage, we actually had an allocation of about 6 or 7 of them. I was lucky enough to be involved in every single one of them. I sold every single one of them all by myself. This one is very near and dear to my heart. This is Viola Pearl Metallic. I sold it originally in mid-97 to a guy that lived in North Carolina or South Carolina, around there. Zebulon, wherever that is. If it's North Carolina or South Carolina, I don't remember where Zebulon is, but how do you forget a name like Zebulon? But that's where he lived. Anyway, this car I spec'd out kind of cool. He wanted something different, so we did Viola Pearl, which is a stunning, beautiful color. Of course, all the Turbo S's came with the yellow calipers, but we brought it a little further. We actually went to the interior and we did yellow stitching and yellow belts. Very cool. This is called Space Gray. All the Turbo S's, excuse me, it's not just put it as any turbo. All the Turbo S's came with the carbon fiber, door panels, dash, glove box. That was all standard equipment on these cars. They also came with an engine that produced 415 horsepower as opposed to the normal 400 horsepower. What made them really cool are these vents, right? They put these extra cooling vents in here, get more air into the engine. We also had a different rear wing that was much more aerodynamic than the turbo wing. We had the chromed dual pipe exhaust. Now this was 1997, guys. This is really cool stuff at the time. Inside, they were not numbered, but they did have all the carbon fiber. This particular car, let me show you something here. This is pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of this. We still have all the original owner's manuals, everything for this car. And if you zoom in on this, you could see there's my original business card and there's the date of delivery. April 7th, 1997, had 26 miles. So that's pretty cool stuff to have. And I found this car many years later when I was at another Porsche dealership here in Chicago area, and I was lucky enough and it found me and I bought it. I immediately sold it to one of my really good customers who has it to this day in his collection, and we're very proud to service it for him. Although he doesn't drive it very much, but we service it once a year for him, and it's in here for service this week. You'll also notice we used to do some pretty cool things at Brumos. Hurley Haywood, who many of you may or may not know, was one of the world's most famous endurance drivers, 5-time winner of Le Mans, 24-hour, Daytona 2 or 3 times, Sebring 2 or 3 times. Very storied history with Porsche and racing. But every one of these cars he drove. And so this one was of the cars, this was 219 of all the cars we sold, and this still is the original sticker that I designed. How about that? So it's really cool. A couple of little things about these cars. Of course, they all came with electronic headlights. They came with these cool air inlets here. These Turbo S's had larger oil coolers up front, and the special air dam spoiler that absolutely works. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these and have a chance to buy one, and if you have an extra $600,000 or $700,000 that you don't know what to do with, I would go out and buy it.